Hey, Leah. My mouth tripping. Hey, Deborah. The dentist appointment was a success. Um, I didn't have any procedures done today, but they are going to um, do them. I had all the X-rays and stuff done today. Um, so now they're just waiting for the my insurance company to approve I have to have one extraction, and then I have to have a filling, and I guess they're going to um, bond my front teeth or put crowns on them or something. I don't know about that part yet, but I do have to have one extraction in. She said like there's a filling that I have to get before that turns into a crown. They want to fill one cavity that she said is already under one of those old, um, what do they call those metal fillings? Like those, the old silver fillings. I still do have like two of those still in my mouth. So under one of those, she said, is a cavity that you can't see from the outside, but she could see it from the X-ray. And it's not even hurting or anything. Like I wouldn't even known that there was a cavity in there, but they could see it from the X-ray. So they want to fix that and that one tooth that had that's a long story. Then I don't even want to talk about child. That it had a root canal and it broke and it's just a mess. Just so that was like 300 and something dollars that I just lost. Um, Root canals are I just feel like root canals are just a way for the dentist to get your money because eventually that root canal is going to fail anyway. It's not. I don't know, John. So whatever it is bad. Hey Kay, um, it's bad. So I got to get that fixed. And a couple of other things I got to get fixed. I mean, we're looking at some decent money probably, even with insurance, because like your insurance only covers so much of the procedure anyway. So I don't know. Yeah, that's the only thing. They they do that to keep you coming back. That after you done paid all of that money for the root canal, you would think then that okay, well, I ain't going to pay nothing else. But no, that root canal failed. It's only been um 3 years or two or 3 years, and that root canal done failed already. So um they're going to just go ahead and remove that tooth because I don't want to deal with that no more. I mean, it's broken anyway. So, uh, that's a mess. So, as soon as the nurse tells me that everything has been approved from the my insurance, then they're gonna go and fix everything. And I'm at a point where I'm like, I'm good with, having to go through all of this. They did talk to me about the conscious sedation. They do conscious sedation at this dental place. Uh, they talked to me about it's like three different conscious sedations. There's one where they knock you all the way out. But the dentist said it's really no need for me to be like sleep. She said that she really thinks that I should be okay with just the gas. But if it gets bad, if I, freak out or whatever, they do have a pill that, they can give me. So we're gonna start with the gas because I have had the gas before, and I was okay. They did use the gas on me when I got the root canal, and I was okay. Like I didn't freak out or anything. The one time when I freaked out really bad was when I had an extraction, and they didn't do anything. Like they didn't give me any gas or anything, and it was a really bad experience. So I'm going to go with the gas and see how that works out. And then we're gonna keep going because she said I shouldn't hear the drill. There won't be any drill for an extraction. The only time they're gonna have to use the drill is when they remove the filling um, and have to do the cavity. But she said if you put your headphones on, like the drill is quieter now than, it used to be or whatever. And she said you put your headphones on, you play your music, you should be distracted and, not be paying attention to what they doing. And plus I'm gonna be on that gas. So I should be okay. So we're gonna see how it works out because you into $9,000 with the girl. I can't even imagine what we gonna be into trying to get all this fixed. I can't even imagine. I really can't. Yeah, insurance only pays so much. But we must have some decent insurance because they did full mouth x-rays today and I only paid $10. Because when I went to this other place and they only did one x-ray. They only did x-ray on the side where they did the extraction. The extraction was 100 and some dollars, and I had to pay for that one x-ray, which I think they charged like 50 something dollars. They charged more than that because it was like 200 and something dollars um for the extraction, and I guess they charged me for an exam. I don't know, child, but it was like 200 something dollars just to pull one tooth. So I don't know. I think it's the dentist that you go to. I don't know. Oh, your daughter got braces. Yeah, and I'm gonna need a bridge or something. I'm gonna need something. Hey, Monique. Yeah, that stuff is expensive. It really is. I don't know if like dental problems run in our family. Well, my kids didn't have dental problems. They seem to have they have really nice teeth, but I've had so many problems with my teeth since I've been older. And my grandson is having my middle grandson is having a lot of problems with his teeth. Um, he's having a lot of cavities, and they're really diligent about his teeth. Well, all of the kids, them brushing and good dental health. He goes to the dentist. He had to go to the dentist the other day. So I'm not. Oh, and he fell once and broke his front tooth, and it was his permanent front tooth because those teeth had just recently came in, so he had to have a bonding done. And see, that's what happened to me when I was like 14. I got hit. Me and my friend was playing, and I got hit in the mouth by this was so stupid. I don't even know why we were doing this. But we were throwing like a block of ice that, I don't know, was kind of shaped like a ball, and we was playing with it. And it hit me in the mouth and chipped the bottom of my tooth. And it was bonded when I was young. They had put like a bonding on it. And the dentist had, said then, oh, well, it's probably going to have to be replaced in a couple of years. And it never was. That bonding did not come out until last year. So that's what happened to one of my front teeth. It was already broken when I was young. So the bonding fell off. Now, my other front tooth just got brittle, and the a piece of it fell off. My doctor said that it's probably part of the fact that my calcium is not normal and will never be normal again, because when they removed my thyroid, it threw off the balance of my calcium and magnesium. So my doctor believes that that was, part of why I'm having problems with my teeth now. So I don't know. We just gonna, have to deal with it. The dentist didn't talk to me about, if there's something they can, put on my teeth to help them stop doing that. We didn't go into that today. We just kind of talked about the most serious problem, which is that tooth that has to be extracted. So hopefully we will, um, try to find a way to at least kind of slow down what is happening, because it's kind of scary. After your stroke, your teeth got bad, and see, I had a mini stroke too. Um, as a matter of fact, I've had two, and I've just been so blessed that there was no lasting effects. They were um, what they call the TIA, the real mild strokes. I've had two of those. And, people who have sickle cell are prone to have strokes. That, I mean, even babies with sickle cell have strokes. Your blood is just not flowing. You're not producing as much blood. So yeah, we do have those little mild strokes, and I've just been blessed. There was no lasting effects that they know of. Like, I think that there have been some effects because my memory has not been as good as it was before I had that stroke. I used to have the memory of an elephant, but I noticed after I had those two strokes, my memory like little simple stuff. Um, I just don't remember. It's things that have happened. Like my kids, remember when so and so? And I'm like, no, I don't. I don't remember. But it could have been a whole lot worse, and it wasn't. And I thank God that that it wasn't. I'm still moving around. I still, got the use of my limbs and stuff. And because every time I see somebody that, really from the outward appearance, they look like they've had a stroke, where you can clearly tell that there's something wrong with one side of their body. I'm just thanking God because I know it could have been so much worse. But that is the scariest thing, to go into the hospital, and when it happened, like, I didn't know what was going on. I just wasn't feeling normal. And I went to the doctor. I went to emergency. And honey, when they went into stroke protocol, my eyes must have got big as saucers. I was scared to death. I started calling everybody. I mean, they was calling all the doctors. I mean, they have a stroke protocol. And when a patient comes in that they even suspect is having a stroke, it's like 50, 1,100 doctors swarm in on you, honey, and everybody be working on you at the same time. I mean, I thank God for that, but it was a very scary um, experience. But honey, they got me good and together. That was one time that I appreciated uh, everything that that's one thing though. The hospitals, they don't play. If you come in there, and they think you having a stroke, honey, they had like 50, 11 people. They had doctors and nurses was coming out the woodwork like roaches, child, trying to uh trying to get me together. But I was scared to death. I really was. When they said stroke, I was like, what? I wasn't feeling that bad. You know, I didn't even know that. I don't know, child. I didn't really know nothing about small strokes like that, mild strokes, or whatever the TIA is. So I don't have nothing to talk about. I just wanted to come in and see what y'all want us to talk about. What's going on? Because I was taking a nap, so I haven't seen any news or anything. Hey, Phoenix. Mini strokes, yeah. I haven't seen the news or anything because I was taking a nap, child. When I got home because the dentist appointment, we thought it was at 9 o'clock. See, this is what you get for not reading your email. We thought the appointment was at 9 o'clock and it was at 10 o'clock, child. So we didn't got up all extra early so we could get up there because it was in Fremont. And we live in Oakland. So Fremont is not like super far, but um, it's a little dry. And plus, we didn't know how the traffic was gonna be and everything. So is that Play-Doh or slime? Slime. We didn't know how the traffic was gonna be or anything, so we left early. We had to get up early, and I am not a morning person. I'm not. So getting up early in the morning, like, threw my whole, it just threw me off. So when we got back home, of course, my husband, he laid down and took a nap because he had to go. He had to get ready to go to work, and so I didn't take a nap while he was here because he moving around, and Gizmo was moving around and stuff, and so after he went to work and after TMZ went off, I went on and took a nap. So I'm just getting up. Look, child, don't you be getting up and down on this couch. Sit your butt down before you get in trouble. Um, yeah, girl, this is my slime. I gotta go back to the place, to the dollar store, and see if they have some more of these because I really like this. This one is called Noise Putty because it like farts. It says press your finger into the putty and air will escape up the sides, creating comical sounds. I love this. I'm telling you. I'll just be sitting here watching TV and playing um with this line every day. Because it's cold too. Hey Amber. So what's going on, y'all? Anything in the news we need to talk about? Did y'all see Cardi B and her husband? They are, I think, in Miami for the Super Bowl, and Cardi B was performing at a club. You know, doing her. It looked like it was a strip club. I don't know, child. It couldn't have been. It. I don't know. It looked like a strip club to me, because what Cardi B had on, she looked like a stripper. Uh, and I guess they were after Cardi B performed. Somebody shook up a champagne bottle, and some of the champagne got on Cardi B, and her husband just went off and started swinging and hit the dude and everything, and they had to get them out the club and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, Cardi B's husband is gonna mess around and go to jail trying to still pretend like he tough. Because when you get to that status, you can't be out here fighting everybody. That's a nice way of going to jail. And y'all, did anybody see this? Did anybody see this? This is a tattoo that is supposed to be Kobe. Y'all see that? Somebody went and got a tattoo on their back. I don't know who that is. It's supposed to be Kobe. But okay, everybody don't need to get tattoos of Kobe. Y'all don't. Everybody don't need that because y'all don't all need tattoos of Kobe. Because all of these tattoo people can't draw. For one thing, they can't. I'm pretty sure that person did the best they could, but it wasn't good enough. It just wasn't. Because that's not Kobe. I don't know who that is. That's Moby. Oh my gosh. I hope they didn't pay for that. I know LeBron and somebody else, they went and got tattoos. But I couldn't tell if they just put Kobe's name or you know what they did. Girl, that was Moby. Cause that wasn't on Kobe. It wasn't. It just was not. And I feel sorry for him. I really do. It it's a mess. So I'm pretty sure though, whoever did LeBron's tattoo and the other basketball player, I'm pretty sure theirs is going to look cute. Because, well, not cute, but you know, it's gonna be legit. Because that person right there, they messed you up, sir. They done just took your money. They took your money. Do you hear me? They took your money. I saw this video, and I don't want to play this video because it's kind of is violent. Not really violent, but because it's a child, YouTube might flag it. I saw a video of a little boy. It's floating around on Facebook. A little boy. He looked maybe about 7 or 8 years old, and he's in the barber shop. And the mother is trying to, make him put his coat on so they can leave. And the little boy is just going off. You hear me? I mean, just doing the absolute most. Hitting his mother, cussing, just doing a lot. He kicks his shoes off. She tries to put his shoes back on. So she finally get his coat on and get his shoes on, and they go outside to get in the car. And when they get outside, honey, he snatched that coat off. He kicks his shoes off. He's just, running, hitting his mama, and just doing all kind of stuff. And I look at that, and I know sometimes some things, is it's poor behavior. You know, it's children that have not been disciplined. But sometimes you can see an undisciplined child from a child that has something going on with them mentally. Like you can tell the difference between just a kid that, we use the term bad, even though I really don't like to hear when people say that a child is bad, because kids are not bad. Some kids just have problems that need to be dealt with. The child itself is not bad. Sometimes the parent is bad, okay? And we blaming it on the baby. Sometimes it's the parent or the parents. And the comments on that type of video, which is always the same. Beat them, knock them out. You can't beat a child into submission. You can't. You may want to, but if your child has a problem, you can't beat them into submission. You're going to have to get that child some help. You're going to have to find out what is going on with that child and get that child some help. Because beating just don't always work. And I saw this other video where this lady said that her son was having problems at school, and the teacher called her, and I want to show y'all this thing too. The teacher called her and told her that her son, was misbehaving. And her son is 10 years old. So she was like, okay, I'm on my way up there right now. So she said she went up to the classroom, and she said when she walked through the door, her son had his back to the door, and he didn't even see her come in. He said, but when he turned around and saw her, honey, he went straight to his desk and sat his little self down. And so the teacher, was telling her everything that her son was doing in the classroom. And she said she went up to the front of the class and, was talking and, telling the kids that, how they should be, representing their parents and all that. And honey, while she was talking, she snatched her whole wig off. Under her wig was a bunch, was some dreads that they were short, but they were dreads nonetheless. Honey, she snatched that wig off. I was like, She was like, you gonna embarrass me? You gonna embarrass me in front of the classroom? I'm gonna embarrass you. I was like, oh my God. She ain't have to whoop him. She didn't have to whoop him. She didn't have to do nothing, honey. She snatched that wig off. That was it. I know he was embarrassed. And she probably said, you know what? I'm gonna keep coming up here. Every time you act up, I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna act up with you. I didn't have to do that too. I didn't have to. I ain't snatch my wig off, but I have had to come up there and sit in the classroom with my unruly child. I had an unruly child too. I ain't gonna lie and say my kids was perfect because they was not. They was not perfect. I had a straight up unruly child. My oldest child, oh my God. I want y'all to look at this breakfast that Carol C made. It is bacon, eggs, and beans. And Miss Carol posted this plate on Facebook like she had blessed whoever she cooked this for a whole soul. Look at that. And that bacon is still alive. That the bacon is mooing. It moo. The eggs alive too, but some people like their eggs runny like that. I can't eat no wet eggs. But it's that bacon that I'm concerned with. Honey, that's her. And posted it on Facebook like she didn't bless somebody's whole soul. Girl, you ain't blessed nobody with that. Somebody is gonna have somebody gonna have whole E. coli. It don't even look like she tried to cook the bacon. Look like she just took that out the package and ran it under some hot water or something and put it on the plate. And them eggs look oh my God. Maybe she just can't cook. Cause she sure messed that plate up. She messed that whole plate up. See, this the little boy. Look. Now y'all know I don't like to, I don't like to talk about people kids. Like I would never say that I would, knock somebody's child out or something, but I probably would have just left him at the barbershop. I can't deal with it. I'd have just left him there. I'll come back and get you later. Or maybe she just used to him acting like that and it wasn't no big deal. I don't know. Cause she didn't look like, she looks like he acts like that all the time. You know what I mean? She wasn't really looking like it was a problem. So I'm pretty sure that his behavior is probably like that all the time. But honey, I couldn't have did it. She better than me. She much better than me. I couldn't have dealt with that. My patience is real short. Real short. Honey, daddy would have to, I can't take him to the barbershop. See, that's the kind of stuff where you just get you some clippers and learn how to cut their hair. Because I had to end up doing that with my kids for a while because they were really afraid of the barber. And so I had got some clippers and I was like, you know what? Y'all ain't got to worry about being scared of the barber. I'm going to be the barber. because I was cutting their hair real short anyway. And somebody had taught me how to use the guide, and I put that guide on their child, and I was just taking it down real low. They wasn't really having no like real lineup, but they was kids. They ain't need all that anyway. I just kept that hair real short until they got to the point where I don't know how. I think their dad took them to the barber, and they acted like they had some sense. But if they daddy didn't take them, I'll pull them clippers out and put that guide on there and go to town on them little heads. Plus, my money was funny half the time anyway. So I'm not gonna be going to the barber and y'all gonna be acting crazy and my money short. So I'm gonna learn how to do that myself. Now that I would not take him to the barber if that's how he's going to be acting. I mean, if your child has autism or is on the spectrum or whatever, you have to figure out ways to deal with that child. Like, don't even put your child in that position if you know they're going to, have an episode. That's like taking an autistic child to the movies or something, and they know that it's going to be too much stimulation and they're going to go off. Why would you even put your child in that position? Because you know that other people have much less patience for your child than you do. Your child going off at the movies somewhere that somebody else then paid to be there, yeah, they're gonna have a problem. Yeah, girl, if you ain't ready to have no kids, don't have them. I sure wouldn't let nobody guilt trip me into having no babies. I wanted babies, so I had them. If I didn't want to have them, I sure wouldn't have. Yeah, I cut both of my kids' hair for a long time. Tina say it's Friday. It's Friday. Tina and Miss Missy TGIF. We ain't doing nothing. Yeah. I hate when people ask people, "Ooh, when you going?" That's the first thing when couples get married. When you gonna have a baby? Well, how do you know she can have a baby? You know what I mean? What if she can't have a baby? That's so painful. Like, get out of other people's uteruses. Leave these women alone. I don't ask people when they're gonna have a baby. Do you want a baby? Are you pregnant? Those are questions you don't ask people. Cause I sure had somebody ask me, I had just had my son, my the last baby, and had went back to work, and I was still pudgy, and um, cause I think I was only off work like 4 months or whatever. I went back to work after like 4 months, and my stomach was still kind of round. It's still round. And I was out somewhere, and somebody asked me, "Oh, when is your baby due?" Just a random stranger. And, you're already having problems. Like, I was already having problems because I wasn't losing the weight fast enough from the second pregnancy like I did the first one. It was like my first pregnancy, I lost, I went back down to my regular size, fairly quick. I mean, but I was in my 20s. I was only like 22. But the second one, it was like I didn't go back. I told my son, he 30. I told him that all this is his fault because I just didn't never lose the baby weight. This is his fault. I was fine before I got pregnant with you. I got to blame it on somebody. I don't care that he's 30. It's still your fault. You messed up my whole body. She said, I guess I gotta start hurting some feelings. Yes! Girl, yeah, hurt their feelings. Because obviously they don't care about yours. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't care about mine. I sure don't care about yours. I don't want any kids. Never had and never will. I want a man. I heard that. I heard that. Everybody don't want kids. And people that don't want kids, I don't want you to have kids. You know what I mean? If you don't want them, I don't want you to have them. I want the people that want them to have them. You don't want them, you don't need them. Casey said, I have a man, so that's enough. Oh, he has a child? Oh yeah. This is the year to stop letting people run over me. It sure is, girl. Don't you let nobody run over you. Period. Never. It ain't never a year to let people run over you. Never. You just gotta tell them. A man will be okay, even his kids, but none of my own. Now, see that I never wanted to deal with that, even though my ex-husband had kids, but they were in another state, so I could deal with him. I didn't want to deal with no baby mama drama, especially since we were going into a relationship and I didn't have any. I wanted my husband. I was selfish. I didn't want to have to share him with somebody else and they kids and then they kids coming over to the house and he having to go over there and pick. I didn't want to have to do all of that. I really didn't. I didn't want to be a stepmother to anybody else's kids. I was only 21 years old. I just didn't feel like I could do that. So I was glad that his kids were in Alabama. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't want to deal with nobody else's kids. Even my husband now, he don't have no kids, and I'm glad. Because I wouldn't have wanted to deal with his kids, even though his kids probably, at the age he was when me and him got back together, his kids probably would have been grown. But I don't know. I don't want to deal with no baby mamas because with other people's children, the other people are there also. It's not really the kids that I probably didn't want to deal with. It would have been their mother that I didn't want to deal with. I don't want to deal with nobody else's mamas. Oh, you love her. Oh, well, that's good. Well, blessed Jade said 2020, stand your ground. I heard that. She said, if I accept him, I have to accept the kid. Yes, you do. You do. I'm not saying, don't take that like I'm saying don't. I'm saying for me, I didn't, that was not what I was looking for. I really did not want, especially nobody with a small child. And that they fighting for custody and they don't get along. Because if the man and the man and the baby mama don't get along, she ain't gonna get along with you either. If she having problems with him, she gonna have problems with you. And I ain't want to do that. Oh, that's good, Casey. That's good. Yeah, that wasn't my thing. And thank goodness, um, I've dated one guy that had a son, and I think his son was like 6 or something like that. But you know, there we didn't. It was very rare that I saw the child. Very rare, and I liked it like that. I never, you know, had a dealing with the child's mother or anything, and I didn't even see the child that often. He was a cute little boy too, but I didn't see him that much. Yeah, I never wanted to deal with that. That was one thing that kept me away from. I just really didn't want to date guys that had kids. Yeah, you can't win that. And I know a lot of guys don't want to date women with kids. Like when my boys were teenagers, like a lot of guys be like, "No, I ain't trying to mess with you," and you them boys be try to, they try to jump on me, and so I mean, I had my own problems when my boys were teenagers. Like, seemed like guys were scared of me. I mean, but my kids did look rough. You know, I wouldn't have. If I was a man, I wouldn't have wanted to date me with them kids either, because they did look like. Um, and I think that my kids try to intimidate men. You know what I mean? Like if I would have company, they'd be sitting on the couch. Somebody come to the house to pick me up, to take me out to the dinner. They be, chests all out. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why? Why are you doing? Why are you posturing like that? Put your chest away. You don't have to do all that. That's unnecessary. You can stand down. Oh, they not knowing. They not knowing. Run up on my mama. I'm like, boy, go away, please. I don't even want go to another room. Cause all of that posturing that you doing is just I would not have, as a man, I would not have wanted to deal with that. I wouldn't. So I had the same feeling I think that men have going into relationships with women who have kids. A lot of men don't want to deal with somebody else's kids. And I don't blame them. Child, they was doing way too much, especially my oldest son. He didn't want me to be with nobody. Yeah, I have 32 and 30, I think. Yeah, he'll be 31 in April. So, yeah, honey. Your grown sons, especially when they're still living at home, like the youngest one had moved out and the oldest one was still here for a while. Um, the oldest one was still here until a little while after me and my husband got married, and that wasn't cute. I ain't like that. I was telling him, it's time for you to go. It's time because you getting on my nerves and you getting on my husband's nerves. It's time for you to go. They do. Kids are selfish and they haters. They are. They don't want their mama to be married. Even though their father passed away in 2011, either 2010 or 2011. They still didn't want me to be with nobody. And we wasn't even married. when their dad passed away, we had been divorced. They just wanted me, to be a grandma, get you a rocking chair and sit in that chair, and we gonna come by here and see you and check on you every now and then, throw your bone. I don't want you to be. What you getting married for? Why? You don't need to get married. How you gonna tell me I don't need to get married? How? I want you to get married. Kids are haters. They are. Yeah, my kids ain't never like. No, they liked a few people that I've dated, but when they got older, they just kind of like turned into haters. They was tripping. But you thought I was gonna let them kids keep me from living my life? No, child. Mm-mm. Because when you find somebody that you want to marry, I'm not gonna have a problem with you getting married. I'm gonna be happy for you. So I'm gonna need you to do that same thing for me. And if you can't be happy for me, oh well, it is what it is. I don't care because I'm about to get married. I surely did. Gizmo was happy. Gizmo was like, "Oh, I'm about to have me a daddy." Gizmo was super happy. So Gizmo has had I think I had Gizmo maybe a year before. No, not even a year. I only had Gizmo a couple of months, I think. No, 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 no. I got Gizmo while me and my husband were engaged. We hadn't got married yet. So my husband has been in Gizmo done had a daddy all his life. We just wasn't married. And then we got married. Because I actually changed Gizmo's name at the vet and everything. I said, "Oh, Gizmo got a daddy now. We got to change his." I sure did. Well, after we got married, honey, and I took Gizmo to get his shots, I changed his name at the vet. I told the vet, "I's mad now. We got to change Gizmo name, child, because, Gizmo had my last name at first. Honey, I didn't gave Gizmo my husband's last name. Gizmo is no longer a single, he no longer has a single parent. Gizmo comes from a two-parent household. He got a daddy." I had them ladies at the front desk laughing. I was like, "Change his name on the chart, honey. He got a daddy now." I had them laugh. I was serious though. Sure was. Change his last name. He is no longer he is no longer using his mama's last name, honey. He got a daddy. So uh and my granddaughter was 2 when I got married. And you know, when she started to understand, the whole concept of last names and stuff, she was like, um, "My daddy last name Jones." I was like, "Oh, your daddy last name Jones?" And she was like, "Yeah, my last name Jones." I was like, "What? Your last name Jones?" She was like, "And your last name Jones too." I said, "No, it's not. I'm married." And she was, oh, honey, she had a major attitude with my husband. You didn't came and messed up because we was all Joneses before you got here. But little did she know that my last name wasn't Jones to begin with, because I had went back and got my maiden name. That was too much for her little mind to comprehend. That what? If my daddy last name Jones, yours got to be. No, sweetheart, it that's not how this works. But now, that she's okay with Pawpaw, she can deal with the fact that I don't have the same last name as her. But honey, she had a fit. Yeah, girl, you better get them dogs your husband last name. They got to be legit too. Bummer the Bee say, "Hi, I'm late." You ain't late, girl. It's Friday. We just chit chatting. We ain't talking about nothing serious. I'm just talking about stuff. You ain't late, girl. Even though we've been on here 50 minutes already. It's Friday. We ain't got nothing to do. Um. Oh, tomorrow, child, we going in. There's an open house, and we are going to look at a couple of places. Can I? Is this one of the ones that I saved? Let me see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We may go look at this one. That's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. It's in Roseville, California, which is close to Sacramento. So I think that's about an hour and a half from where we live now. But don't that look nice? Let me see what the backyard look like. Let me see if this one has. Oh my God, y'all! Look at this backyard. Gizmo would. Look at that backyard, y'all. Gizmo would be so. He would lose his mind. He would lose his mind in that backyard. And it's fenced in. This place is so nice. It's got a huge front yard and a huge backyard. So we are going to let me see what the kitchen look like. Did they put a picture of the kitchen? Yeah. The kitchen is decent. The kitchen is real nice. So we're going to look at that one. Tomorrow we have some other ones that we're going to look at also in the Sacramento area. So that's going to be our day tomorrow, going looking at places. I wish I didn't have a 2 story now that I know. That's the only thing. I really do want a one level. I really do. I want a one level house, single level house, because this is a 2 story. There are 2 bedrooms upstairs and 1 bedroom down here that my husband is now using for not really an office, but he has his like computer stuff set up in there. Um, I really do want just one level, a single level home, because that going up and down the stairs, like I get upstairs in the evening and I mean, like late at night or whatever, and I want a snack, you know, I gotta come down these stairs and I done got comfortable. I gotta come down these stairs to get a snack or, whatever, and then go back up. That's too much. Oh, I hate that. That's the only thing about this place is I hate the stairs. I really do. My my in-laws, they have a two-story house. My sister-in-law, like everybody got steps. I want a single level um home. I really do. You looking for a one level apartment? Yeah. Good luck with your future home search. Thank you. Looking for an apartment is to be patient. Don't get frustrated with your search, and don't be negative. Just know that the house is out there. We both know it's there. It's just us waiting for the universe to match us up with the house that we're supposed to be in. I'm trying to stay extremely positive in our search, knowing that eventually we will find one. Oh, you like to eat? See, I don't. I don't really like to eat in my room because I'm so well. One thing with my room being upstairs, I don't like to, I don't like to take. It's very rare unless I'm eating like a sandwich or something like that. I'll probably eat in my room. But usually when I'm like eating a whole plate of food, I like to eat down here because I may forget the salad dressing, or I may need a little bit more seasoning, or I may need some hot sauce, or something. So I like to eat near the kitchen because I'm always forgetting something. I need to catch up or something. So I like to eat close to the kitchen unless it's a sandwich or, something real simple. Then I, may go upstairs, but I really don't. Because I don't like getting crumbs in my bed. That's like irritating to me. So I normally don't eat in my room. Oh, you'll settle for a studio? Yeah. Yeah, get a studio. My son just moved recently he stays in a really big complex. And he just moved from basically he just moved across the parking lot. He moved out of one place into another. And it seems like the one he moved into is a little bit bigger. I think it is. Um, but it's a one bedroom because it's just him, and he has Amani on the weekends, so he don't need a whole lot of um, space. It's just him. It's a nice complex. They have swimming pool, laundromats, um, you know, in different places, not just one laundromat. Like they have a few for however many apartments. A nice little swimming pool and hot tub and stuff. So yeah, he likes the place where he is. I'm not, right now we don't have to have a swimming pool. If we have a nice backyard like that, I will buy one of them little swimming pools that they be because it's hot out there. It's hotter out there than it is where we are in the Bay Area. I will give me one of them little swimming pools that they be selling at Walmart. I sure will. I sure will give me one of them little swimming pools and be in the backyard, honey, in my little in the backyard in my little swimming pool, girl, thinking I'm the bomb because I can't swim anyway. I'll give me one of them little kiddie swimming pools and be sitting in that thing Like my neighbor has kids. Her and her sister live next door to each other in the complex next door to me, owned by the person that owns this place. And during the summer, they have a little blow up swimming pool. And honey, they be out there blowing that swimming pool up and put that swimming pool right there in their driveway. And all the little kids be out there. That is exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go and buy me one of them inflatable pools, and I'm sure gonna be sitting out there, honey, in my backyard in my swimming pool. Me and the grandkids. I'm gonna have me a good time. Girl, I can't swim. And at this point, every year, and I didn't do it this year. I did not do it this year. Every year I have said, oh, this gonna be the year for me to learn how to swim. I'm gonna swim this year. Never happens. I didn't even say that lie the start of 2020. Because I'm not gonna swim. I'm not. I'm 55 years, I will be 56 years old. I'm not gonna swim. It don't even make no sense for me to tell that lie. Because I done told it every year since me and my husband have been together, and we have been together 6 years. I've been saying, okay, this the year I'm going to learn how to swim, because he really wants me to learn how to swim. All the grandkids done learned how to swim. All of them. Even the baby that is 5 years old know how to swim. They all know how to swim, but me. Everybody. So every year I was saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna learn how to swim. I don't want to be the only person in the family that can't swim. I'm the only person in the family that can't swim. And I was not gonna start 2020 with a lie. I ain't learning how to swim. I ain't gonna try to swim. I'm gonna get in the kiddie pool and pretend like I'm out here swimming. That's it. I can't do more than 3 feet of water. I can't. I done tried it. And my husband, he has tried to teach me how to swim, and I trust him until I get in that water. That's it. I can't do it. I'm too scared. So I ain't even gonna lie. Can Gizmo swim? I don't think so. I really don't. I Gizmo don't like water, period. Like Gizmo have a fit when we put him in the bathtub. But that's as deep a water as he's been in. Like I've never taken him to the beach or anything like that. Like our other dog could swim. Our Both of our pit bulls could swim because they, have been taken to the beach. They done jumped in the water. They, were really happy around the water. Like, we had a pit bull, you throw a stick and she would run out to the water and get it and, come back to you and all of that kind of stuff. She could swim. But I have never tried, we've never taken Gizmo to the beach or around water like that because he doesn't even like to take a bath. So um, I wouldn't do him like that because I mean he don't freak out in the bathtub, but he just he gets stiff when you put him in the bath. He gets stiff. He just don't like it. And I run his bath water like I would run the bath water for an infant. I'm checking to make sure that the temperature is, not too hot, not too cold. I'm doing the little arm test and everything, child, trying to make sure I ain't hurting my baby. But he don't like the water. Girl, I ain't, you know what? The driver's license thing, I was like, you know what? Just I didn't say that either. I didn't. I didn't even say, oh, I didn't even say it. I don't know what it is with me in this driving. For one thing, I'm just kind of like scared of driving the Navigator. Like the Navigator just seems so much bigger than any car that I've had. I don't know. I am so intimidated by um the Navigator. And my son is like, okay, I got a Lexus. You could, use the Lexus to take your driving test. You don't have to test on that Navigator. You can test, you can test on the Lexus. I was like, y'all leave me alone. Hey, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, you sure do get to sit up high. I did. I used to drive. I don't know what it is. I used to drive. I don't know. I don't know what happened. And I didn't. And the crazy thing was, this is not a result of me having an accident or anything. I stopped driving because my car died a horrible death. Like, this car just died. And I didn't have a car. I started taking public transportation and I just got comfortable on public transportation, and then my license expired, and instead of using one of my kids' car to and taking care of my license and doing all that kind of stuff, I didn't do it, and here we are. That was I have not driven since 2009. 2009. So, I don't know. I don't even like public transportation anymore. I don't. I don't like I don't like these kids. These kids are horrible. They don't have no home training. But the thing is, if we do move to Sacramento, I'm going to have to drive because I'm not going to like know my way around and stuff on public transit. I'm not gonna be getting on no public transportation in no Sacramento, child. So I'm gonna have to. So I don't know. I don't know what I can do. I don't know. I've been trying so hard. No, I haven't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what that man is. This it right here? Yeah, it is. What had happened was I took the test. You know how you can take the test on they have like an app and you can take the test. And I like hecka flunked. Like it was flunk. I missed like 14. And then that like hurt my feelings. I was just like, wow. It's been so long. I don't know nothing no more. How far is Sacramento from you? An hour and 15 minutes, I think. Hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes. I had to suck it up and get my license when I lived alone in a big city and didn't have anyone who could drive me around. I was 25. Yeah, girl. It is. Public transportation, I don't know. These kids done got crazy. I'm scared of these kids. I am. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared of these kids. I don't want to deal with these kids. I don't want to be on the BART or because they be robbing people out here on the train. They be going through these trains and snatching people's chains. And see, the thing is, I don't never wear like no gold jewelry or anything like that. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody would want to snatch this, you know, off my neck or what. I don't never wear. Excuse me, you sitting on my you sitting on my project. Thank you. Um, I don't never wear no gold jewelry out or anything like that when I'm on public transportation. I don't never pull my cell phone out or nothing. Yeah, I never got robbed either. But the robbing, you know, it seemed like it's more. They doing more. Am I messing this thing up? Look like I missed a stitch somewhere. Maybe I did. Like it. Jesus! Because you know if you miss a stitch, that's it. You done messed up. I don't think I did. I think it's okay. I'm making another scarf, but I think y'all already saw that, right? What you looking at? Huh? What you looking at? No lazy bones. You need a trim right here. You need to. I need to cut that because that's getting in your eyes. That's all I do is like trim around his face, and I will trim up under here, up under here. When it starts to get too long, it'll go in his food, and it'll start getting dark. Don't you come back over here! Don't you do it! It'll start getting dark and ugly, and so I'll trim that down because you know it start looking dirty from when he drink water and stuff, and then touches and eat his food. It'll start getting dark, and I'm like, I gotta cut that off because you can't be walking around here looking mangy. Casey say, I'm not trying to be racist, but I almost had a panic attack when the cable company had to come out to my home. I was alone, and guess two white men came. One had the Confederate flag. Oh no, they wouldn't have came in my house. Not with no Confederate flag. You wouldn't have. Mm-mm. I couldn't have let that happen. No, I wouldn't have. No, oh no, honey. No, I would have called the company and told her. I sure would have. They wouldn't have came in my house. Mm-mm. I would have too, Phoenix. I would have too. They wouldn't have came in my house. That's a no go for me. I mean, I don't even let servicemen come in my house when my husband is not here. When my husband not here, you're not coming. The only person that can come in my house when my husband is not here is the maintenance man. And the maintenance man lives on site, you know? So I see him every day. He live here. He live in the back in the cottage. That's the only person that can come in my house when my husband not here. Anybody else? You gotta wait. You gotta wait till either my husband here or something. You're not gonna be running up in my house, or I'll call a maintenance man and be like, "Hey, my husband can't be here. The PG&E or somebody need to come. Can you swing by here at the time that they gonna be here? So it could be a man or somebody here with me. Sure will. You ain't coming up in my house. I don't trust nobody. I don't trust nobody. Not a soul. Not no man that I don't know. No, girl. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm funny about that. I really am. Oh, girl. No, girl. I'd have had to tell them to leave. Y'all got to go. You can't come up in here with that. Mm-mm. I sure would. I would have called the company and complained. Yeah, I sure would. I surely would have. Oh no, I'd ask them to leave, honey. Oh yeah. I would have freaked out, Casey. Yeah, I mean, Miss Missy, I have really been fortunate when it comes to that type of thing. Even before I had a husband, I've had two boys. Um, and I've been really fortunate. Like I tell my husband all the time, this is the first time that I have really been alone. You know, because I've always had somebody. Usually, at least one of the boys would be here, or at one time the grandkids lived here. They mama. So usually it was always somebody in and out of the house. Now it's just me, my husband, and Gizmo. And when he's at work, it's just me and Gizmo. This is the quietest that this house has ever been. Because, he's gone, what, 9 hours a day at work. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't. Yeah. Ain't nobody coming to the house. You better call. I be telling my kids to call. Y'all don't know what I'm up in here doing. I can be walking around in my Daisy Dukes and stuff. I don't need you to just show up at my house. You need to call me. Your mama married. She got a husband now. We could be, doing the do or anything. Don't just show up at my door. Yeah. I mean, Thank goodness nothing has ever happened um to you, sweetheart, but I just don't feel comfortable. Um I don't. I ain't gonna lie. I don't feel comfortable with just random men that I don't know. It's just too much going on. Oh, Deborah, your daughter will come. Yeah, yeah. If I need my kids, I know they'll come. But usually my husband is here. If it's something I try to make an appointment when I know that he is gonna be at home. So does anybody think they would be interested in me teaching a couple of crochet stitches? I only know a couple of stitches myself now, so it ain't like I'm a professional. But I can show you what I know, and we can make some projects together, and then we can post them on Instagram. I do still have that thing. We still do have a Instagram page. If you guys want to post on that, it is, what is it? House of the Black Hearts, I think, on Instagram. And if you want to post something on that page and tag me, let me see. I think it's House of the Black Hearts. I don't know, child. We finna find out. Oh yeah, yeah, that's it. It's got 100 posts. So if y'all want to post something on there, tag me It is House of the Black Hearts. That is us. That's our that is the page for this YouTube channel. And I post like recipes. There are some pictures of Gizmo. All of the uh, plant pictures are there. There are some spell pictures. The spell that I did for the bay leaves, it is on there. Let's see. What other one? The Mojo Bags is on there. So yeah. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute. I gotta get this picture framed. Oh my gosh, I gotta get this picture framed. Look at little Gizmo with his Raider jersey on, looking like yeah, what? That's his little Tinder. That's gonna be his Tinder photo. Ah, Gizmo gonna get him a girlfriend. He got his little Raider jersey on. You can't tell him nothing. So yeah, some. Oh, here go Tina. Tina is there. Okay. I think Tina the only person that used it. So yeah, it's some nice pictures. Tag yourselves in some photos if you're on Instagram. Post some pictures on there. Post some of your spiritual pictures on there. I forgot to. I'm gonna have to start plugging that more often. I actually forgot about it. So yeah, Tina said, "Oh, that was last summer." Yeah, I think that was when we started. When I first started it, because your picture is like close down to the bottom where like we first started. Yeah, Gizmo out here showing all the girls that he represent the Raiders. Gizmo with his little cute self in his little Raider jersey. Yeah, that's all it is. It's the hashtag, but you can post your pictures. If you hashtag that, your picture will go into that thing. But you got the hashtag House of the Black Hearts. And you can follow us. You can follow that hashtag, and then, you'll see the pictures that I posted. Yeah, all you got to do is when you post a picture, you hashtag House of the Black Hearts in your picture, and your picture will go to that group, and then you're following it. I think so. Child, I done forgot. I looked at okay. So there is a I was going to put the Yerba word or phrase for House of Black Hearts. House of Black Hearts is whenever you join an Orisha house, that house has a name. Like it can be Ile Day Oshun or whatever. And so I just decided to, and somebody else had said, let's name it House of Black Hearts. Like Ile Day, whatever Black Heart is in, whatever Black Heart is in the Yoruba tradition. I do have it written down. I just haven't started using it. I am going to start hashtagging my spiritual videos with that. And I decided to call it Black Hearts because I was going through a period of time on YouTube where I was getting a lot of spiritual attacks to the point where I felt like the only way I could really ignore people the way I wanted to ignore them and not be fighting with everyone is to just turn my heart dark to those people. You don't have to fight everybody. Just your heart is black towards them. I'm not going to deal with you. I'm not. Now, if I want to play with you, I will. But if I don't, it's black. I don't know you. I'm not going to be arguing. Like, going back and forth with Jay Wilson, I enjoy that. I do. I like fighting with him. But some people, I just won't even allow them to get my attention. It's black. You black. 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 Blickety black. No love, no nothing. Black. Heart. Black. That's where that came from. I'm just not going to deal with you. It's black. And that's how you have to be. To not allow people to, you know, to dampen your spirit. Just turn black on them. Get invisible. You invisible to me. Why argue back and forth with people that you don't like, you don't know, is black? And so I said, okay, well that's our house. That's our hashtag, House of Black Hearts. That's that. That's how I like it. I don't, people that I want to deal with, I deal with. The ones that I don't, I don't. And that this was during a time when I was really being. Some people don't know that I have really been spiritually attacked on this channel by Christians, by some. They're not Christians. The people that did that, they were definitely not Christians because they wasn't showing me a bit of love. It was bad for a minute. Like I was getting threatening emails and all kind of stuff. So that was when I just, turned black on some people. Ah! She said, tackle me. That was funny to me. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I just go back and watch that video and just laugh. Because I can't even believe he did that. I really don't. I'm still having a hard time believing he did that. I'm a Christian too. I'm never going to tell people that I'm not a Christian because that is how I got started in religion. I got started as a Christian. So I'm never going to say that I don't believe in Jesus, I don't believe in the Bible and all of that. I have some weird feelings around that, that we have talked about before, but I'm never going to say that, that does not exist in my world because it does. I just feel differently about it now than I did when I was young, before I researched religion and had a true understanding of how our ancestors came to be Christian. Because, it wasn't all roses and cherries and, all of that kind of stuff, how we became Christian. It just, it wasn't a beautiful experience. So when I when I started to study different religions, then I became more open. Like people come to my house and they see Buddhas and all of this kind of stuff, and they don't know where to put me. Even I have had really close friends. We've had those conversations like, how do you have, Buddhas around your house and you're not a Buddhist? Well, I believe in all different type of philosophies. If I see something in a religion that I like, then I will use it. But like I've told everyone, these are tapestries. They sell these on the internet. Those right there, they sell them on the internet. They sell them at the flea markets. I have purchased these at the flea market. So it's not like you're not supposed to have them in your house or whatever. They sell them. And the people that I bought them from were like people from India. And the woman, she gave me the whole story about how they're died and all that kind of stuff. These things come from India. So they know that they're being sold. They make them to sell. So I like a lot of different things. That's just how I am. I have little statues of Jesus and Mary and everybody else. I like trinkets. I like statues. I like, spiritual type items. I like Buddhas and all kind of stuff. That's just who I am. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, you can give me a topic if it's something that you want me to talk about. Yeah, and it's something that I feel comfortable talking about. Yeah, I always ask you guys what y'all want me to talk about, but y'all don't be saying nothing, so I just be talking about what I want to talk about. Cause y'all don't never say what you want me to talk about, so I just be talking. But if you want me to talk about something, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say I just consider myself a Christian. I bet you my husband know that. I bet you he know I'm online. I bet you he do. I bet you he just called because he's. Did I hang up? I'm myself, y'all. I just sent him a text message. I'll call him back in 5 minutes. Um, yeah, I just don't know what you guys be want to talk about sometimes. But if you have something that you would like me to talk about, I will be more than happy to talk about it. We can talk about anything. Yeah, I have Buddhas because God, Phoenix, you on chapter 12? I'm about to read something right now. Can I email it? Yeah, you can. I'm about to give you my email address. Yeah, email it to me. Oh, the chapters are short. I'm about to read something right now before I go back upstairs. Yeah, email me. Yeah, I'm a follower of Christ too. But I follow other people too. You know what I mean? it's just not, I'm a follower of Christ, but I believe in the Orishas also. And I don't see a conflict there with my following Christ and following there's no conflict for me. And like I tell people all the time, you have to do what's right for you. I can't tell you what to do for you. I'm doing what's right for me. And you have to do what's right for you. What makes you happy? This makes me happy. Yeah, everybody get the book. Didn't I show the book on the last? I don't feel like getting up. He didn't take it. He left it. I don't feel like getting up. Um, but y'all get the book. Didn't I post the book on? Um, didn't I post the book on my community wall? Oh, I didn't. I'll post it tonight. I thought I posted it, but it's not. I'm just looking through the community wall now. It's not there. I'll post it when I get off of here. I'll post a picture of it on the community wall. Okay, I'm finna go, y'all. My husband and call. Let me call him back and see what he doing, because he probably on lunch. And he's only got an hour. Oh, okay. Oh, and I don't think I'm gonna join Forex Rocks book club because she doing it on Patreon. And I don't want to pay nobody's Patreon, child. Not to read no book. So we may have to just do it here. If everybody get the book, then we can just do it. Cause I'm not, I ain't doing no Patreon. I'm not charging y'all for stuff. I'm trying to keep, cause I don't want to pay for nobody's Patreon. So I'm not gonna turn around and do something to y'all that I'm not even willing to do. I'm not going. I can't. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it. Okay. Well, I'm about to read it now. Okay. I'll see y'all Sunday because y'all know I like to take at least one day off. So I usually don't come on Saturdays. So I'll probably see you guys Sunday. Maybe we'll talk about the Super Bowl. I don't know, child, because I really don't care who wins. Even though I'm in the Bay Area, I don't care because I don't like the 49ers anyway, because this is a Raider Nation house, okay? So I don't care if the Niners win or lose. I ain't tripping. All I want is some food. She needs a coupon code for what? Johnny, that's the only way I'm gonna participate is if I can get it for free. Cause I sure ain't gonna be paying for nobody's Patreon. I ain't gonna do that, y'all. Sorry. Thank you, sweetie. I hope we find something too. I mean, maybe if I can take some pictures, I'll show you guys what we looked at or whatever. Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm sorry. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys Sunday, okay? Have a safe Super Bowl Sunday. Don't be out here drinking and eating too many chicken wings. Save me some of them chicken wings, okay? I'll see y'all then. Bye.